undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take over. I'm new to camp. I'm new to camp. Sitting ringside with my dog on what coach flip. Underdogs coming out on top. Got them so sick. 1, 2, 3, I think it's over. 4, 5, 6, he leaning over. 7, 8, they bout to ring the bell. 9, 10, pack them up like mail. It's over. 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 UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed. UNDISPUTED. I'm undisputed.
Welcome to the very mysterious theatrical venue that is Cambrian Hall. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's the Mexican monster, David Benavidez, a two-weight world champion at both super middleweight and light heavyweight. Roy Jones Jr. He won world titles at 4 different weight classes, including the heavyweight championship of the world.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Phoenix, Arizona, an all-action, exciting 2-division champion of the world, known as the Mexican.
Expectations are sky high for this fight. Will it live up to the hype? We're about to find out. Great to have you with us for this all-action affair. We expect big things, and I don't think we're going to be disappointed. They're giving us a high-tempo show. He caught him clean as a whistle. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Defense is not an option for these two. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Having a hard time finding a home with that right uppercut. Counter shot lands. Jab does not score. A perfect counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about David Benavidez in that last round. Well, we're entering There's the bell for round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice job getting that punch through. There's a counter shot. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Good counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Just misses with that uppercut. Throws the jab, but does not score. Straight right just misses. He threw a punch, and despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can. Let's get it started in round 3. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter. You don't want to trade shots. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. The straight right just misses. Punch, counter punch. To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Those counter punches have to hurt. Exchange punches. Well done with that counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about David Benavidez that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Wow.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until the senses have come back.
One lands. Nice counter punch right up the middle. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Punch caught him clean. They're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good counter punching. These punches coming from every angle. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about David Benavidez in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? After that last round, something has got to change.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. These two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. And he scores with the counter. So much firepower here. The straight right just misses. Catch and shoot. Beautiful. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Benavidez that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
That's it.
On to the 6th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nice counter punch. Nice counter punch right up the middle. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Perfect counter shot. They threw the hook. It didn't land. How about that time counter shot? Well done with that counter shot. Good one. Do you believe this? And he scores with the counter. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Benavidez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say... Here we go, it's round 7. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Counter shot. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Nice counter. Back and forth they go. There's a counter shot. Perfect punch. No rest for the weary. That counter shot lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Stamina is always an issue in a prize fight.
You cannot gas out if you prepared.
There's the bell to start round 8. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. There's a counter shot. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both trying for a knockout. That punch landed. There's a counter shot. His stamina is off the charts. They exchange punches. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision.
Fight on my tryna fight, I'm about to. Always tryna fight, I'm about